Cheers. Hope everybody is safe and well with Tennessee whiskey and Coke. I had originally thought about doing a big rant and pet peeve video, but the old chair. I was thinking, big deal. I will say this though. I was a little upset at a comment I got. I won't say who, I won't say what video or where, but I had recently watched a video by my friend Jeff over at, I think it's Tone and Grooves. I'll put a link to his site. But he was talking about snooty record collectors. And, it was like giving tips saying, oh, don't worry about the snooty record collectors, just get what you want. Well, anyway, this comment that I got on one of my videos, this is a video showing stuff that I loved, okay? He was like, I really like your videos. However, you have a questionable record collection that I wouldn't even think of using as coasters. Period. Something to that nature. It's not worded exactly. But questionable? He wouldn't use my records as coasters? So I replied back to the guy and I said, are you unhappy or something? I said, different strokes for different folks. Variety is the spice of life. Thanks for watching. And he came back and it was like, oh, couldn't you see the humor in what I was saying? I said, dude, maybe I might have misinterpreted what you were saying, but I was offended when you said my record collection was questionable and you would not use my records as a coaster. So anyway, we went back and forth a few times. I'm over it, but I tell you what, there are hundreds of people on the vinyl community now. So many videos I cannot watch all that I want to watch. I can't comment on everything I want to comment. It would just take too much time. But I guarantee you, I don't care what you showed. If you show something on your video, something that means something to you, even if it's something I would not collect, I would never, ever stoop so low as to saying something like, oh, that record is questionable. I would use it as a coaster. And some people just don't get it. Some people don't get what the vinyl community is about. But enough of that, okay? Got that out. Went rather nicely. Are any of you folks in areas where businesses are starting to slowly open back up? I know some parts of the country are still in pretty strict lockdown as of this date. It's 3rd of May, I think. But some places are gradually opening up businesses. There's a local hobby shop near where I live, and the owner had been posting some videos that he was getting new stuff for his shop. So I called the guy, and he said, "Oh yeah," it said we're open on a limited basis. You can come by, check with me. I can only allow a total of 5 people in the shop at one time. So I said, well, that's cool. So me and my friend Scotty, we went by there, and sure enough, it was just him, and there was like 2 other people in there. So he said, yeah, you guys just write at the number. So both of y'all. So we all went in, and Scotty and I, and started looking at stuff. So I went through his records, of course, and picked up some nice stuff. All this bundled together. It ended up with everything kind of evened out to roughly between $4 or $5 a piece for these. So this was the first one I saw. This was Grape Jam which was a bonus record that came with the Moby Grape album Wow, I believe in 1967. And I had been wanting to get a copy of this. I have a copy of Wow, but I never heard this. So, man, really stoked. And this is a good copy, too. It's got a little bit of wear on it, but the record plays wonderfully. And then Scotty was looking at some records, and he said, hey, here's some stuff you might like. And he showed me this. This is like I don't know if it's first press, but it's a very early press on the, I believe it's the Plum Apco. Beautiful. And I like that it's got the foil. I had earlier years ago, I'd had a reissue that had the same artwork, but it was kind of a gray cover. It didn't have the foil. So, man, I was really stoked to find this one for between $4 and $5 total. It was a thrill. And then I looked a little bit more and I found this one. Now, this one is a little worse. This is Goodbye Cream. This was their last album while they were together or in the process of breaking up. I did not have a copy of this at all. This record it's a little rough. Cover looks okay. The vinyl plays good, okay? It's got a little bit of surface noise, but it plays all the way through without skipping, and it's enjoyable. So, got this at a real good price. Special Forces, Alice Cooper. I went to visit my friend Scotty recently, and he'd had one of the reissues of this, a color vinyl version, and played it for me. I'd never heard the album. I thought, wow, man, that's pretty darn good. It's kind of, I don't know if he was trying to go for a new wave, punk, whatever. He was kind of reaching a little bit, but it's a very enjoyable album. So the guy at the hobby shop had 2 copies, and I picked the best of the 2. And hey, it's a great addition. And these right here, you cannot believe the joy when I saw these in there. Okay, and these are, I don't know if it's first press or not, but it's obviously an early press on the Rainbow Capital label. And these are mono, and just a little bit of roughness and writing on there, but these are good VG copies. Man, I had been wanting these for a long time, and when I saw these 2 in his stacks of stuff, it was like, yeah, okay. And I got these for, like I said, between $4 and $5 a piece total. And just a bit of history. I know that the Beach Boys are famous for using the Wrecking Crew on most of their albums, particularly back in the 60s. But I did a little research, and these 2 albums are basically the Beach Boys playing all the instruments, like a band. And really some nice surfy stuff, some instrumental stuff, man. I enjoy the hell out of these. So, yeah, happy to put those in my Beach Boys collection. This was a nice another 60s album. Keith, 98.6, Ain't Gonna Lie. This is kind of 60s pop. I don't know if I don't really think it's not psych, it's not baroque. It's just orchestrated pop. It's not bad. It's not quite what I thought it would be, but hey, 98.6. It's good to have you back again. For those that may have been sick, that's a bad joke. I'm sorry. All right, come on. Hey. Yeah, you just got to be. You got to let them know who's boss sometimes. Okay, and here's another one. The N Beat by Sandy Nelson. Man, this spectacular instrumental album from Sandy Nelson. Got the Batman theme, Hard Day's Night. Man, it's My World is Empty Without You. Secret Agent Man. This album is clean. Oh my gosh. This is a VG plus. Easy. On the IR, was it Imperial Records. And this next one was, it was an interesting thing. You know, I like electronic music, and I found this. This is The Wild Bull by Morton Sabatinic. This is a composition for electronic music synthesizer. And I'm not sure when this record came out. It's on the None Such label. My guess is early to mid 1960s. And I had to pick this album. There were several that I left behind. There was some really cool first press Johnny Mitchell records, and still in the shrink wrap. There were some Warren Zevon albums, and I thought, well, you know, I'll just leave those aside and I'll get this instead. So I brought this home, played it, it's great sounding, good pressing, and then I got ready to put it in, you know, stash it where my collection is, and guess what? I already had a copy of it. Oh. So I gotta figure what to do with this one. But anyhow, short video. I hope this goes through. If you're watching it, then that means it went through. Now, I have tried, since the video I posted several weeks ago, whatever the last one was, I have tried 3 different times to post 3 different videos, and they failed. I don't know if it's this phone or if it's just the activity of the internet being overworked with everybody and their brother, you know, being online during this lockdown, quarantine stuff. I don't know, but I will try. Hopefully it'll get there. And folks, stay healthy. Peace and love to all y'all. Cheers.